There's another stock which has actually moved up a good 30% in the last 2 weeks. So it's important to get in Teamlease management, try and understand what their growth outlook is. The flexi staffing industry seems to be in a sweet spot right now. So let's chat a little bit more. And we've got Ravi Vishwanath, the CFO at Teamlease, joining us on the show right now. Ravi, hi, morning. Your stock's been buzzing on the back of high volumes, up a good 30% in 2 weeks. Any development or any change in commentary that we are unaware of?
No, I mean, we've also been pretty surprised by the movement in the stock price, and our story continues to be the same. It's the same as what it was a couple of years ago when we listed, except for some minor tweaks here and there. By and large, it's the same. There are no surprises in terms of the story. Yeah, I mean, we've always said that we would not be a hot or a cold company, but would be consistently warm, and I guess that's what it is actually with us.
Okay. Flexi staffing, Ravi, as an industry seems to be in a very sweet spot, led by multiple factors. Certain reports are indicating that, it could grow 20% CAGR over next 3 to 4 years. Based on the things on ground, do these projections seem realistic? I know you're saying warm, but quantify that for us.
We've grown CAGR 25% over the last 7 years, if that's any indication. And as far as the formalization of the sector is concerned, we've probably just about scratched the surface. You just have about 1.5% of the total unorganized employment with the flexi staffing companies, and so there's a long runway still left. You did mention 3 to 4 years. I would put that much longer. I mean, we're just about starting to formalize the economy, formalize employment in our country, and the staffing companies are going to play a very important role in this. I think it's definitely doable. I mean, there is enough runway, there is enough scope for growth for the next many years. Actually, I would say.
Can you just talk about the industry and the competition? So of course it's an industry which has a huge scope to grow, but it has a lot of competition as well. And how is Teamlease differentiating versus the competition?
See, our competition until now has been largely from the unorganized sector. Like I said, and to some extent from the organized players. The organized players are the usual suspects. I mean, we have all the multinationals operating in India, right from Adeco, Manpower, Randstad, and we have a lot of domestic companies. We've got Quest, we've got we've got lots of other companies, homegrown companies in India whom we compete against in the organized space, in addition to a lot of fragmented small players. The unorganized sector, which actually constitutes a bulk or the lion's share of the total flexi staffing industry, is whom we compete against all the time. And but that is changing. Ever since for the last few years, we've seen the shift from unorganized to organized begin to take place from about 2011-12, and that's only getting accelerated now with the initiatives of the government, like whether it's demonetization or whether it is GST rollout, and whether it is labor reforms, or whether it is the paperless, presenceless, cashless filings that the government is envisaging, the universal enterprise number that we are talking about. All these things are pointing towards more formalization of the workforce, of the economy in general, and the workforce in particular. So given all of these, I think the acceleration from the unorganized to organized will only hasten going forward. How we differentiate ourselves from the, we always joke about the differentiating part by saying, in a beauty competition, you don't have to be the most beautiful to win it. You just have to be less uglier than your competitors. And I guess in our case, it's been our consistent focus on delivery, on compliances, on governance, and the reach. We have our associates spread across 6,000 plus locations all over India, which gives clients the credibility and the longevity. We've been around for 15 plus years, so clients know that we are here to stay, we are listed. So all these things probably have been helping us gain market share today.
Can you just talk about your client relationship, the repeat order as they call in some of the other businesses? You know, that's the most critical thing, where every time the client grows, the need or the extra need comes in from you.
That's right, yes. So the way we've organized ourselves is, you know, the entire, so the back-end team, so we have a front-end sales team that who essentially focus on adding on new customers, and then we have a client relations or a client relations team at the back-end whose main job is to focus on consistent delivery and account mining. So their job is to just keep delivering consistently every time, and keep, you know, and keep looking out for opportunities within the client to expand the associate base within the client actually, or look at other opportunities itself. And you know, we probably are the probably one of the few software companies that have implemented Salesforce, you know, a CRM tool. I mean, one of the best CRM solutions that you can think of. We've implemented it organization-wide. I mean, all coming down to customer centricity, which is key to any organization's growth, actually.
Okay. So, which vertical, Ravi, would you say would see increased traction from here and be the next leg of driver for you, besides manufacturing, of course?
We have been seeing growth across sectors today. I mean, manufacturing, of course, you know, we will see a lot more going forward, but we have been seeing growth which is actually pretty much across all sectors. You know, banking, the BFSI sector has been adding up numbers. The retail sector has been adding up numbers. The FMCG sectors have been adding up numbers. So most of these sectors have actually been growing over the last 6 to 8 months. I think they have been. I think all, whether it was the demonetization or the GST rollout and the confusion surrounding that, has all died down, and we are seeing a fairly robust growth in most of these sectors today. So this is as far as sectors are concerned. But where we see the growth is largely with sales, with the feet on street sales personnel. I mean, that's where, you know, we are seeing a lot of demand coming in from a lot of our clients saying, I need 10 salespeople in this region, I need 15 salespeople in some other region, and that's where we are seeing a lot of growth coming today, actually.
You know, with every growth comes in, there are a lot of challenges that comes in for you as well. How are you looking at training of these people? Training of a bigger batch would be difficult. Training of newer generation is slightly more time consuming. How are you coping up with that?
We don't really train people. We actually hire people straight and put them on the job. There's no element of training that that employees go through before they're deployed, as far as we are concerned. But having said that, the NetApp initiative of ours, which is an apprenticeship linked program, is what we are actually using today to train people in skills that are going to be in demand, say, a couple of years down the road, so that over the next few years, when the demand arises, we have people who have been through these training programs. More specifically, these are on-the-job training, which will probably help them hit the ground running straight away.
Okay, Ravi, good luck. Good luck then with the future quarter, and we hope that not just 30%, but your stock should see dizzying levels in the next few weeks to come. Good chatting with you as always.